Hey guys, and today I'm just gonna show you a book. Hold on, let me put up the. Yep, just in case I'm just putting it there. So today I'm just gonna show you this one. I bought this book. It's called The Little People, Big Dreams. And this one is David Attenborough, my favorite. And I like animals since I was young. So here we go. So they're not that much page. So because if you're a huge fan of David Attenborough, you sit back, you watch the full, and watch and relax the story. Little David grew up in Leicester from England with his parents and two brothers. His father was a head of a local university, and they lived on campus, a great place of curious mind. I'll be back. I'm just gonna pause it. I'm just gonna check who's calling. Alright guys, so I paused the video because someone's calling and so let's get back to it. A curious mind, so you can see that is the young one, and that's his father, his mother, and these ones little kitties, these little youngs, the David Attenborough's brother. He's famous called Richard Attenborough. He already passed away. I'm sorry for him. He played actor of Jurassic Park. David loved nature and animals, ants, birds, chameleons. He was fascinated by all the species he read about in books and wished he could meet them in real life. So that is a chameleon there, and that is similar to what it looks like. And there's a book you study. Just he often went for a long cycling trip to find and collect fossils. There was something amazing about plants and animals that were thousands of years old. So that's David Attenborough. He holds a fossil. And he's interested in animals since he's young, in maybe about 1930s. One day, David Attenborough received a parcel from a friend with a new piece of his collection, a dried seahorse. It wasn't his birthday, but it was the day he decided to become a naturalist. So that's the dried seahorse there, and these are the collections that he's seen. Okay. David studied geology and zoology and obtained the degree in natural science. He didn't want to be to just observe animals. He wanted to meet them too. So that is a university or high school, and that's David Attenborough, his children, and some of his family. And there's a cockatoo wearing the graduation hat. And luckily, he already graduated. It says University of Cambridge, David Attenborough. So he studied in Cambridge University. David started to work as a broadcast in television. In a new technology at the time, he brought animals from the zoo to the studios. They were very entertaining guests. So that's skunk, and that's the toucan. That must be a fox. It's called a bat ear fox. And also they get the name because of the ears. And this one must be a snake. Because I think it's to be non-venomous. But David wanted to film the animals and they naturally habitat their homes. He started to go on trips all over the world. Whenever he went, he made new friends. So after graduation, he met some great animals. He That's a meerkat over him. You can see. He met turtles in on the Galapagos, Galapagos Island, and gorillas in African jungle. And when he visited Antarctica, he was introduced to all the animal members of the penguin family. I think, to be honest, it could be an emperor penguin and emperor penguin, and there's thousands. So that's him. That's the person who's filming him. And also there are about 17 species of penguins, and also 7 species around in Antarctica. One of his program, one of his programs, Wildlife on One, became the most popular in British history. It was a brilliant show about biology and united audience of all generations. That's David Attenborough right there, and that's a rhino. There's a pet bird, a grandma, and her grandchildren, including the dog. Later, David was honored for his incredible documentaries about life on our planet. He's also received the knighthood and is today called Sir David. So that's the Queen. These are all the animals there. And that's David to congratulate him. Okay. Many animals and plants were named after him. The rare butterflies, a snail, prehistoric lions, a spider, even carnivorous plants. And these are all the names. This is Attenborough, and sometimes it can be like, yes, Attenborough, eh? And I'm not gonna say all of them because it would be very difficult. There's Blakia Attenborough, and what else? Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of names. It's very difficult to pronounce. Okay. Still today, David cares about natural world. Whatever he goes to, he's encouraged people to do their best to look after, and it believes that humans have a power to preserve it. And so most of the people always care about the animals. I do care. And little David still looked at the world as if it's huge and unexplored because there are always new things to discover if you take the time to look for them. So he's going around the adventure in the jungle, and he met some great animals. I have to do the same thing before. And I'm just gonna check back if it says some people don't care. It still cares about it. Alright, okay, never mind. And this is a timeline of him. So and also there's a lot of things to read. David Attenborough was born into an educational family in Leicester, England. His mother was a linguist and his father a professor. As a child, fossil hunting and collecting nature specimens became David's passion. This appetite for learning stayed with him, and as a young man, David won a scholarship to study zoology and geology in Cambridge University. His studies were paused when he was called up in national service in Royal Navy in 1947. So he started to be interested in marine animals. Mm, mm, mm. But he later returned to study another degree in anthropology, combining a love for the natural world with an understanding of human behavior. David became known as a unique approach to broadcasting at the BBC, speaking and hosted Turn Full Excitement. Uh, David filmed his first program in 1957, Zoo Quest. He wanted to find a way to connect audience to the natural world, and the opportunity to came about when color television was introduced to the BBC in 1967. His groundbreaking series, Life on Earth, transported from their living rooms to the wild in totally new ways. This was the first made pioneer show including wildlife on one, the private life on planets, and blue planets, all of which changed humans' understanding about our place in nature. David believed that no one will protect what they don't care about, and no one will care about what they have never experienced. In his 90s, David continues to make audience all over the world care. And that's the end of the story, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this book. And I forgot to mention that David Attenborough's birthday is on May 8th, so he'll be 96 years old. So I hope you guys enjoy this book, and also leave a comment down below if you're a huge fan of these kind of animals, including David Attenborough or other wildlife experts. So I'm Aaron Chung. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.